Hello there and welcome to my channel Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy and I'm just going to do you a quick little build update on my ICM 72202 Ki-27b Japanese Army fighter, which the American code name for is Nate. This is one that I've been working on today as part of my Land of the Rising Sun week that I've been doing, where I've been building one model, or trying to build one model every day that is a Japanese model. So this is what we've been building today. I've got a lot of time for ICM. I do kind of like the kits that they do, but this one, I've had a bit of a mare with this one, to be honest with you, and I feel like giving it that. So I'm gonna have my Kit Kat, and I'm gonna drink a little bit of my sake before I get into this tale that I have to tell. So it all started really with the engine. This is a nice little engine here, and there's lots of detail going on, lots of bits to put together, and you fit it in. I'm kind of guessing that you can leave this top bit off, and so you can have a couple of guys working on it maybe. I really enjoyed putting this together until I put it in and realised that maybe I hadn't quite got it right and it didn't really fit. So then I started pulling the bits off. Because at the end of the day you can't see any of them once you've got the nose on, so it kind of seemed a bit sort of I don't know why. Well, it didn't fit. I couldn't get it to work, so I ended up pulling a load of pieces off. So that was a bit of a struggle, and later on I realised that the engine it's not really straight at the end of the day, so I'm kind of really disappointed with that. Getting the wing to fit into the fuselage, this was another struggle of Titanic proportions as well. I couldn't really get the fit right, so I ended up cutting off a fair old chunk of it with my hobby knife. I'm filing a bit off and then using my magic tools of Vallejo plastic putty and Mr. Surfacer, filling it in. While doing this aileron kept on falling off, and I kept on gluing it back on again, and it'd fall off, and I kept on gluing it back on again, and it'd fall off. And somewhere along the line I managed to get glue pretty much all over the model, so it's had a fine sanding. The panel detail on this is a very light, so I've got a feeling it's going to look very flat by the time I've finished it, because I do tend to be a little bit heavy-handed with the painting. Fitting the whole tail assembly, this for me for some reason seemed to be a bit of a nightmare as well, and I had to attack this with the hobby knife and the plastic putty and the Mr. Surfacer. So I'm afraid it is a bit of a mess at the back, and it's a bit of a shame because it did actually look as though the rudder was poseable, and I put it together first dryly, and I thought, oh, this has got a poseable rudder, isn't that cool? And that was where my excitement ended and turned to misery and outrage. Like I say, I'm a novice, so it's probably not ICM's fault. This is probably down to lack of understanding on my part of what was going on. But there we go. I managed to get it together, and it's been primed. And we're going to be hand painting this, I've decided, because I kind of started doing these Japanese aircraft because they do all appear to be quite pleasant and simple for a novice painter like myself. Unfortunately, the nearest colour I've got to this, it's not actually white, it's this sort of green colour, Japanese Army grey, and I don't like that. It does actually come with a plan for a camouflage pattern, which is what I was trying to avoid with these Japanese aircraft, to be honest with you, but I've decided to go with the camo pattern. And I'm going to be using these three. I've decided to hand paint it because it's such a small model that I'm not very good with the whole masking things up at the moment. I tend to get a lot of runs underneath, so I'm just gonna hand paint this on, I think, this evening after I've finished waffling on with you guys now. I also had a few issues with the undercarriage and the spats. I'm learning new words as well for all these aeronautical bits of jargon. I had to actually get my hobby drill out and open the holes up, because this is actually, you can see it here, there's actually a pin that goes through from the spat from here right the way through, and it comes out of the wing. Now I'm kind of guessing actually that I should have sanded those off, but I forgot. Oops, never mind. Oh well, we'll sand them off now anyway, and we'll get on with painting it, and we'll see where we are with this in a couple of hours. So yeah, I think I've earned my sake today. I'm gonna finish this bottle off tonight while I'm painting this damn thing and eating this cacao Kit Kat. Chocolate is always good. Thanks for joining me. Be seeing you.